All right, so I've been painting for a couple years now, and I just wanted to share exactly what I thought were some of the best things that helped me get good if you are trying to get good as well. So you might be expecting me to say, oh, you need to practice like this one thing, or you got to be born with some certain talent, or like, oh, you need to go to like an art school, or you need to get like formal instruction, this and that. But I don't believe any of that at all. I think that art is not talent. And if you put enough energy into the stuff that you want, then you'll get it. Now, the whole reason why I even started painting was all the way back in my sophomore year of high school. Right now, I'm 19 years old right now, so it was like a few years back, but this was actually from my ex-girlfriend. My ex-girlfriend, she actually got me a sketchbook, and it was because I told her that I used to like to paint, because back in elementary school I was doing it, I was having fun with it, like, like taking like these art classes here and there, but afterwards you sort of like lose that sort of spark inside of you. You start to focus on other things. But I just like told her briefly, I'm like, oh yeah, I used to like to paint and I used to like to draw. So for my birthday, she got me a sketchbook, and then in the sketchbook it had like the pencil, it had like the eraser and all those little gadgets that that help you out with drawing and all that. So I was like very appreciative. So you know how boyfriends do, like they paint the picture of the girl, like to create the trace and all that. But I was doing all of that, and I just kept on doing it over and over again. Like I kept on drawing it, and I started to find this passion again for what I did. And I would look at photos online and I'll try to recreate what I saw. So I'd like look up famous portrait paintings, like famous actors, and then I'll make all of that. And I just kept on trying to get better every single time. I just kept on trying to get better because it was something that I could really just put all my energy into and just get the result at the end. And then I'll reiterate, I'll try to find ways that I can get better, just find ways to get an extra edge. But it was just something that was pulling me to that. It was something inside of me that was just pulling me. It was like, oh, I want to get really good at what I put my mind to. So that's the reason why I even kept on going. All right, so now fast forward some time, and then I get to like junior year of high school now. We ended up breaking up, but I took a lot of time away from painting. I took a lot of time away from drawing in general too. I just took a lot of time from everything because I was sort of lost. I felt like I sort of lost my identity, and I was putting a lot of my identity into one person. So I was just in this place. You can imagine how it feels like you are trying to like figure yourself back out again, because you're spending a lot of time with this one person and then you move on, and then like you're trying to like rediscover yourself. So I didn't really know what to focus on, but then one day I just thought to myself, oh, let me try painting again, because I found the sketchbook. And then I just started going all over again. And even just that first day that I did it, that first day that I started drawing again, I just fell into my flow state. It was completely by accident, and I didn't even know what was going to come out of it. But I created this one picture, and at the end of it, I just felt kind of sad because I wasn't in that flow state anymore. And I just felt like that feeling inside of me come back again, like that feeling of like self-love, that feeling of like appreciation, that feeling of just being within myself and not being worried about everything that's outside of me. That is the time that I felt that, and it was while I was drawing. So after I finished, I was like, okay, what do I do now? Because I don't have anything to work on anymore. Because when I had something to work on, it took my mind away from everything, and I just loved that feeling. So then I just told myself, okay, I'm gonna keep on being consistent, because now I found something that I'm able to put my energy into that will give me something positive in return. And that was something that I really needed at that time, because I was still trying to figure out how to regain myself. So I was doing that all the way now, and then I get into my junior year of high school, yeah, and then I joined this one art class because it was required of us. So I was already there. I was already had like some months of experience under my belt with my sketchbook, like testing out some things here and there, but I wasn't really like fully set on the idea of doing art. But when I got there, my teacher, she saw my work and she's like, Jordan, like you are doing really good. You can really do something with this. And at the time I didn't believe her. I was like, oh, like, yeah, like I don't really see myself doing this. Like this is just something that I do that helps me like feel good on the inside. It gives me something to distract myself with. But she just kept on repeating that to me. She's like, yeah, just keep on going, keep on going, keep on doing what you're doing because more people need to see your work. And it just eventually got to my head too. And I was like, okay, like there must be a reason why she's saying this, because she wouldn't just be saying that to anybody. She wasn't saying that to other people in my class, but there must have been one reason why she came up to me specifically. So I was trying to discover that and see if I could really make something out of this. So we have like a couple projects that we do in class, and then I just keep on doing it. I learned some new skills. I start touching colored pencils, and I really enjoy colored pencils, so I just keep on moving with that, and it's just a great time. And then it gets to a point where art class was like my favorite thing, and it was the reason why I just really enjoyed going to school. And she was just a huge motivation for me, all the way until the point where she pushed me. She said that, okay, there's this one art gallery that's gonna be having a showing soon, and I'd love for you to apply. And still in my head at this time, I was like, oh, I'm probably not gonna get in because it's like super competitive. They have all these people who have been painting for years, people who have already been in past galleries, and I'm just this guy who's never even tried to get into a gallery. Because think about it, 2 years ago, I wasn't even doing any painting at all. The last time that I painted before that was elementary school. That's like 5th grade. That was the last time that I did any sort of painting. So she told me, okay, it's worth a shot. And then I thought to myself, all right, like what do I have to lose? So I start creating a project. I use colored pencils on it. And then it comes time for us to submit our photos. Now, I submitted the photo. I just put it in, forgot about it. And then a couple months roll by, and then she tells me that she has some good news for me. Now, I sort of forgot about the whole competition at the time because I was just focused on other things. I was like, oh, I just want to get better for the sake of getting good, not for the sake of me going up to like displays or me trying to get into like a certain gallery or a certain like showing. I was just doing it. She told me, Jordan, I have some good news for you. Now, I went up to her and I was listening, and I was like, you got into the gallery. And this was like such a huge time for me. I was like, oh my gosh, like this was such a good, I just remember just the smile on my face. I just felt so good at this time because I felt like my work wasn't going towards nothing. And this was just showing me that if I really put my energy and time into something, that I will get what I want. I'll get something positive in return. And just everything building up to this moment, I was like, wow, like I'm just so grateful for what I have and like what this has brought me to. And this is just to show you all that this can be you guys as well. You can do this as well. All right. If it doesn't matter in what situation you're in, doesn't matter if you're going through anything, if you're like feel like you're in a low point right now, you just need to find something that will give you purpose. Find something that you really enjoy on the inside, something that makes you feel fulfilled, and put all of your energy into that thing all the way until you get what you want, okay? Because I didn't stop trying, I kept going. And even in those times of doubt, I still said, okay, let me give this a shot. Let me see where I can go. So that is what I did. And I just felt so happy at that time. But at the same point, I was like, okay, what do I do now? I got into this, but what does this mean for me? And I didn't let it like blindside me. I didn't let it build up to my ego, me thinking that I'm like this like huge guy. Oh, I got into this thing because like thousands of people applied to it, only like 15 were accepted. But I just looked at it as I just looked at it as another step on in the way towards the person that I want to become. I didn't see it as the top of the mountain. It's just another ledge for me to look off in the distance. So, um, yeah, I went to the gallery and then they showcased my work over there, and it was really great. I met some really nice people too, and it was a really nice place because everybody in the gallery, they had the same mindset as me, and they wanted to get better at their craft. They wanted to really focus on what they did. These people were ambitious, and they um it's just like a great circle of people to be around, and I really enjoyed my time over there. It just made me feel very special. So something surprising happened even after I went to that gallery. I saw that my art actually got way better. It's like exponentially. It's like the curve right here, and then it's like that pivotal moment right here. Got into the gallery, boom, it starts keep on going up like this, keeps on going up like this all the way until the end of the year. And then we also have like a school art show. I got second place the previous year, but then now this year I got first place. So I mean, that's like nothing too serious, but it's still, you gotta appreciate the small things too. So that's definitely something that helps me out. But the thing is, I wouldn't be in this place that I am if it wasn't for that motivation that I got. And it's also from my parents too, and my teacher, because they both pushed me to the place that I was in. And you can't forget about those people, because those people they're just necessary for your success. They're necessary for your character, and they will add to you getting into a person that you want to be. So that is what I saw, and it's just the mindset that you carry. That's the way how you get good at painting, or just anything in general. But for me, I just put my energy into art because it's something that I just get lost in. And I just remember that time that I felt like I didn't really have anything. I felt like I didn't really have self-worth. This was the thing that gave me that energy and the thing that gave me that power. So that's why I'll never let go of it. And that's why I want to pass this on to other people now. I want to build something larger. I want to show people this story that I have. So if you're in a similar situation, that you see that it gets better, you have a clearer road ahead of you, and you have so much more potential that you can reach. I believe that I have so much more potential that I can reach. I don't feel like I'm at the top of the mountain yet. I'm just here trying to help everybody out so I can move up higher as well too. So it's just leaving a positive impact on everybody, leaving a positive impact with what you do. I feel like that's the most important measure that you should have, and is what I see as the most important. So that is the advice that I have for if you want to get better at just painting. You might have thought that I was going to say you need to use a certain brush technique, you need to use like a certain type of paint, but that is still important. But the thing that's most important is how you go into your pictures, how you go into your paintings, that mindset that you have. You say, okay, this time I'm gonna make it even better than the last one that I did. The last one was nothing. Now I'm gonna make this even better. The last time I did it, it was fine, but now I'm an even better person. I've learned new skills. I failed in the past, and now this time I'm going to win. All right, so that's that. Again, 7-step guide how to paint portraits in the description for free. Is gonna make you join my emailing list as well. And if you want to learn how you can create underpaintings perfectly, check the video on the screen right now. I'll see you all over there. Peace.